If you've ever found something that felt wonderful and transformed your skin only to find that it stopped working in a few months, it may be time to switch it up. In today's video, I want to talk about what happened to me, how I went from loving castor oil to needing something different. I'll walk you through what I loved, what changed, and what I'm using now. If this interests you, then let's get into it. Okay, I started using castor oil in March 2024, and I did a video sharing my results and my experience, and I'll just pin it here for you. I had a very positive experience using castor oil, and I mixed it with rosehip oil and frankincense. Initially, when I started using castor oil, it was exactly what my skin needed, and I really saw a big improvement in hydration and texture. But as time went on, it was almost as if my skin didn't need that heavy oil. Even though I diluted it, it still felt heavy. It could have been the change in season because the summer was more humid, but it also could have been that the correction that my skin needed, it had achieved. I found that I needed to use it less often, and that could be because I was using it twice a day initially. So I was using it at night with my face fitness massage, and I used it in the morning, a little bit in the morning for moisturizer. Honestly, I think sometimes your skin just needs you to switch it up. It's funny that it went from feeling amazing to almost the greasiness of it. It started to almost be annoying. But I wasn't sure what to use instead of just using nothing because I'd been using an aloe-based cleanser, but I hadn't been using a moisturizer other than the castor oil. And that's when I discovered Tallow. Have you heard of it? In August, I was at a small vendor show and I was introduced to Tallow. A simple back of the hand test was enough for me to know that I wanted to take a jar home and try it. So you may be wondering, what is tallow and why did I want to try it, especially for my mature skin? I have a few slides to show you. So tallow is a type of purified fat from cows or sheep. It's typically made from suet that turns into a creamy, shelf-stable balm that's been used in skincare for centuries. As we get older, our skin naturally produces less oil, leading to dryness, becomes thinner and more sensitive, and takes longer to heal and is more easily irritated. Tallow contains fatty acids that closely match those in human skin. This makes it compatible with aging skin. It's easily absorbed without clogging pores. It's non-irritating and nurturing, but I'm sure there may be people who are sensitive. We all have different skin types. Grass-fed tallow is rich in fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, K, which promote cell turnover and soothe skin. It may also reduce the appearance of dark spots and help with skin elasticity. It's deeply moisturizing, great for dry, flaky, or crepey skin. It has natural anti-inflammatory properties that can help soothe irritated or inflamed skin. I use it all over my face, but not everyone will want to do that. It can feel a little greasy, so you'll want to start out with just a little. It's also great for dry patches like elbows or hands or feet. You can use it in sensitive areas like under your eye or lips, and I also like to use it for my cuticles. I was in a small Ontario town when I went to the vendor show and found it the first time. So now I'm looking for something local, which I don't think will be a problem. There is a rise in homesteaders and others who are selling tallow-based skincare and other products. It's part of a fast-growing trend that blends natural wellness products, self-sufficiency, and a basic distrust of chemicals and synthetic products. It's a great opportunity to monetize the byproduct of meat production by creating natural balms, moisturizers, and soaps. I'm in Ontario, but I even know a young homesteading mom in Manitoba who started a small business selling tallow-based products. I would absolutely support her, but partly because of shipping costs, I want to find someone that I can support locally. So I explained a little bit about why I wanted to try it, but how does it compare to castor oil? Is it better or is it just different? And this is one of those questions that's best answered, it depends. It depends on your skin's needs and the goals that you want to achieve. And for some people, it's just not a right choice for them because of a conviction they may have that they don't want to use any animal products. I looked at 5 areas, and this isn't science-based. This is my experience and my opinion. So the first one is as a cleanser. Some people say that tallow is a good cleanser, but I have to say that I prefer castor oil if I had to choose. Castor oil is great for removing makeup. I don't use it currently as my main cleanser, but I would if I had to choose between the two. Next is as a moisturizer. And I would have to say both. But because of the similarity to skin's natural oils, I prefer tallow daily. Castor oil, when diluted with rosehip or jojoba, is what I use weekly or less for a full face massage. But I found any more often than that, it became sticky and absorbed slower, which is partly what makes it great for doing the face massage. Another area that I want to compare is for hair and scalp. So maybe it's because it's in an oil form that I prefer castor oil mixed with argan. Also, I didn't try tallow as I got it from my face and I use it a little more sparingly than I do castor oil. If you have tallow in abundance, it is said to be a great conditioner and moisturizer for hair and scalp. Castor oil is said to promote growth of brows and lashes, and that wasn't my experience. Now, anti-aging, and I know I don't like that term, but bear with me. I'll say both. Castor oil with rosehip and frankincense did make a significant difference to the texture of my skin and fine lines early on. It contains ricinoleic acid, which draws moisture into the skin. It has anti-inflammatory properties, which can calm redness and puffiness. Ricinoleic acid can penetrate deeply, which helps deliver other ingredients like essential oils into the skin more effectively. And tallow mimics the skin's own oils, promotes collagen health, and anything that promotes collagen health is a plus for me. Vitamins support skin turnover and repair. It protects and strengthens skin structure, aka lines and wrinkles. I use both, but I use tallow daily. And it's not the only thing I use. Treating rough, dry skin. Both are excellent. I like the richness of tallow, and I know when I had a rash on my arm, I used aloe first. As it started to improve, I favored a small amount of tallow. A few things to keep in mind. So pure tallow, so that's no water-based ingredients, has a long shelf life, often 12 to 18 months, and even longer if it's refrigerated. If your balm or product includes essential oils or plant extracts, then it may lose potency, but it won't affect the safety of it. If you see mold or if it smells sour or off, it may be rancid and it's better to just toss it. So going forward, I will continue to use both. I will probably use tallow more on a daily basis and castor oil for those times where I want to do a face massage or face yoga. And something else I didn't mention is sometimes I've used castor oil for pain. So if I have sore muscles or aches or something like that. I remember one time I had a sore hip, so I made a little castor plast. What would that be? Anyway, I put castor oil on a washcloth and I actually saran wrapped it to my hip, and I could almost feel the relief that it was giving. So I will absolutely continue to do that. But as far as my age well skincare routine, I would absolutely say going forward, I'll be using both. I'm really glad you're here. And if you found this video helpful, then I hope that you'd give it a thumbs up so more people can find it. And subscribe to follow along. If we haven't met yet, then I'm Patti from 60 is the New 60. And I like to say that I know the saying is 60 is the new 40. But as women in our 50s, 60s, and 70s, we aren't trying to be 40. We just want to be healthy, active, and happy at any age. I'm excited to walk this season with you. One step, one choice, one video at a time. Watch one of these 2 videos next where I'll go into more details on my last few months, where I am redefining what's possible over 60, personally, in my business, and as we go into retirement. Until next video, thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.